gorgeous weather that we're currently having. We're just the first week in April, but I'm kind of anxious to get a few things started for my patio. And then once I get them planted, I can just put them in the greenhouses for a few weeks till we're done with the frost. But the first thing I want to do is my one basket that sits on my patio. I kind of cheat a little bit. This is a 16-inch cocoa basket. And the way I cheat is I take a hanging basket and I put it in here. I kind of like that instant gratification, so I kind of jumpstart it, and I really like doing it. I've done it a couple of years. And my theme on my patio is going to be corals and whites and blues. I did it last year and I found that I really, really like it. I'm pretty much of a pink girl, hot pinks and light pinks, but I'm gravitating, that's easy for me to say, to this more of this hot coral color. I found it also goes good with hot pink and yellows, so I think maybe it's my theme this year, but it is way too early to even think about right now. So I'm going to take my basket apart. These are a begonia, and they do very, very well. Where I put this gets a little bit of late afternoon and evening sun, and I'm going to, I fill this with just good old our potting mix. I'm going to just go ahead and open it up a little bit and drop that right down in there. It doesn't require much. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, so you know what this one really is. Okay, this is called salmon coral, and it's a Salvia begonia. I just love this color. Love, 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 love this color. This is pretty easy to pop out. I'm basically just going to tip it over, kind of loosen the roots, and voila, it pops right out. Then you got to be kind of careful with these begonias that you don't break them. And I'm just going to nestle it right down in there. Ta-da! Two fit just perfect in there. So it looks big and showy already, which of course I like. Now, I have this extra space here that I'm going to fill up. And on one side, the way it hangs, it's kind of against my house. So I'm not able to put anything back if it's blooming. So I like to do ivy in spring rye or asparagus fern. But on this one end, I like to have a little bit of color, something blooming. So I did a white verbena. I am a white freak when it comes to annuals. I just love white annuals. So I'm going to slide that in. So then I'm just going to do a blue lobelia. Lobelia is a finicky little annual, but once you get it started, it does really good. Now, when it gets super hot, you got to keep an eye on it because it will peter out on you. But if you're consistent and pay attention, you can keep it all summer long. And once you get it going, it is the prettiest thing ever. It's a brilliant delphinium blue. It's one of my favorite colors of blue in the annual world. Then next I'm going to do is asparagus fern. Drop that in there. Ta-da! Then on this side, I'm going to do an ivy. And then this is just a glacier ivy. It has a little bit of a white edge to it to help pick up that white verbena. And then I'm going to do another lobelia. And I'm going to try to squeeze one more 4-inch asparagus fern, so that would be really pretty as it cascades over the front of the basket. This back side is against my house, so I'm not going to really concentrate on that. Wow, that's pretty already. Okay, so there's my verbena. It is white. One of my true favorite annuals. And then the lobelia and the beautiful blue, your asparagus fern. Look at this begonia, isn't this gorgeous? Lobelia. This is that glacier ivy. See, it's got a little bit of a variegated white in it, which will help pick up some of that white. This is kind of my backside and a spring eye. I also have, that I've just kind of started working on, are my two big pots. They were outside, so I just gave them a new coat of paint, and I'm gonna plant them up to kind of match that hanging basket. That way my three pieces kind of all blend in a harmony, and I'm gonna go start looking for stuff. So let's go to the front greenhouse and see what I can find. I love foliage up where this is gonna be, just because it has a little bit of sun, and I can do a few impatiens in it, and maybe like a white dahlia, but it doesn't get a lot of sun. But look at all this color already. And this is the beginning of April, so things are looking pretty good. But what I first wanted to start with is a variegated airplane plant. And she's right here. Oh, I love, love, love this. So I'm gonna grab two of these. And then I want a little bit of that coral colored impatient. Okay, that's pretty. Here's kind of a two-tone one that's called Salmon Splash. And then this is cool. So I'm gonna grab a 6-pack of this. I'm gonna grab another spring rye or asparagus ferns. I know that I can use that. I think I gotta get a box. Okay, I'm gonna put my stuff down here for right now. I'm gonna go grab a box. I am gonna put that lobelia in it, so I know that. Let's see what Adam's doing. There, he's here watering. He doesn't like being in the videos. I'm gonna go, Mom, why did you do that later on? But that's okay. Oh, came to get a box. Oh, he's talking to me. Okay, the paint is dry. About every other year I touch up these containers. They're probably about 10 years old, so I've gotten pretty much use out of them. I have all new, brand new potting soil in there, so that's all ready to go. And one of the staples that I like to use is the Victoria Blue Salvia. And I'm gonna use that as my middle guy. So I'm gonna drop him right in there. Tuck him in. And then I'm going to do a spring rye or asparagus fern on my outer edge. Now I know one side's going to be get more sun, and the other side won't get as much sun the way it is on my patio, but that's okay. I tried about doing a white dahlia, but I changed my mind. I'm going to do a white double impatient. Beautiful. Now that's going to need a little bit more sun, so I'm going to put that up to the front. And I found this beautiful hot pink. I decided to go with that. Calibacoa. I'm gonna drop him in right there. I'm going to do the variegated airplane plant. Wow, look at the roots. He needs to be in a pot. Actually, I'm gonna put him back here since he doesn't need that much sun. And then I'm gonna do an ivy. This is just a solid green ivy. And then I'm going to do my blue lobelia. That's gonna need a little bit more sun, so we're gonna put it towards the front of the pot. And I'm going to sprinkle in a couple of this coral color Impatient, because I want to kind of repeat that same color that's in my hanging basket. So I'm going to drop 2 of those down in there. Okay, so I may put something else over here, although this lobelia will really fill out, but I feel like it's maybe a little empty, so I may grab another ivy. No, I think I'm gonna do another spring rye. That way it's gonna trail really super pretty and hang down. Yep, big stick in the soil. Okay, so I'll do my other pot next, but this gives me my white, my blue, and my coral with my foliage, just as this, the coral, the blue, the white in there. So that way they kind of blend together. I'm gonna keep them in the greenhouses for a couple more weeks. We're just beginning of April yet, so I know that I have some frost yet that's gonna be hitting us, and then I'll be able to put them out in my patio and enjoy them there. Thanks for staying with me. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.